You think you know these stories. A glass slipper, a sleeping princess, and a little girl in a red hood. But underneath the glittering surface of the fairy tales we tell our children is a graveyard of horrifying truths. These were never bedtime stories. They were survival guides, and the proof has been hiding in plain sight for 300 years.
Start with Little Red Riding Hood. In Charles Perrault's original text from 1697, there is no woodsman, no rescue, and no last-second salvation. Little Red is seduced by the wolf, climbs into bed with him, and is devoured. She is simply gone, and the story is over. An even older peasant version is worse. The wolf tricks her into eating a meal made from her grandmother's own flesh and blood before she realizes what she has done. This was not a monster story. It was a warning to young women in 17th century France. The message? Stripped bare. The most dangerous wolf does not hide in the forest. He sits down at your table first.
Now picture Europe in 1315. The Great Famine has arrived, and mass starvation is carving through entire populations. Parents, unable to feed their own children, are genuinely abandoning them in the woods to die. Rumors of cannibalism spread from village to village. That wicked witch in the gingerbread house was not fantasy. She was a mirror held up to a broken society, a reflection of desperate people doing the unthinkable just to survive another winter. Hansel and Gretel was not a fairy tale. It was the news.
Even Cinderella is hiding a crime scene. In the Brothers Grimm version, the stepsisters do not just struggle to fit the slipper. Their own mother hands them a knife and tells them to cut off their toes and heels to make it fit. The prince only realizes the trick when he notices blood pooling in their stockings. And their punishment does not stop there. At Cinderella's wedding, doves peck out their eyes. They lose both of their eyes and spend the rest of their lives blind, begging in the streets. That is the version that existed before anyone decided children needed protecting from it.
Snow White's stepmother is forced to dance herself to death in red-hot iron shoes. Sleeping Beauty, in the 1634 Italian version called Sun, Moon, and Talia, is not woken by true love's kiss at all. She is assaulted in her sleep by a passing king and gives birth to twins while still unconscious. She only wakes when one of her starving infants accidentally sucks the cursed splinter from her finger. That is the bedtime story. That is what was read by firelight in the original. And that is still not the darkest door these stories ever hid behind. If a story built around true love's kiss can hide something that dark, think carefully about what might be waiting behind a door a new bride was explicitly forbidden to open. That is next. And the man who inspired it murdered over 140 children. Do not look away yet.